More reaction. Texas Congressman Louis Gohmert, member of the House Judiciary Committee. It's good to see you again.
Great to see you again, Trish. Thank you.
Wow. So
and you got to love Alan Dershowitz. He is consistent, no matter whether you agree or disagree.
You know, and we need that out there because, you know, right now things have become so divided and so polarized and so political, and all we want is the truth.
Exactly. That's what we're looking for.
And I know that, you know, Devin Nunes is trying to pursue that, and the FBI doesn't want to give him what he needs?
Yeah, one of the things that's created a problem with Jeff Sessions' recusal is in getting responses. Jeff has to, well, I've recused myself on that area, so I can't really get involved in the response. But I think he's going to have to lay down the law that, look, regardless of what the response is, get it to Congress now.
Do you think they're deliberately delaying?
Oh, I think the people that have these answers are. I absolutely do, because look at what's happened. For 8 years, they have snubbed their noses at Congress. They haven't provided anything. I am still waiting 8 years later to get the response from the Justice Department that I asked Eric Holder. Give me the documents you gave to convicted terrorists in discovery of the Holy Land Foundation trial. Now, to Jeff's credit, he's got people that are getting me the documents. But Holder was saying, well, there may be issues of confidentiality. I said, you gave them to the terrorists. I think you can give them to members of Congress. So that's the kind of problem we've had for 8 years. It's getting better, but we're not there yet. And we have got to have answers on this.
Let me, you know, the big question and the big concern is that the FBI might have used that dossier.
Exactly. Not only that, Trish, but also, don't forget, they probably used the visit between the meeting between Don Trump Jr. and the Russian lobbyist that didn't have a valid visa that Loretta Lynch had to specifically approve so she could come in and meet with Trump. He was totally set up. There was nothing to benefit like they had promised to help him with the campaign. And so we realized, uh-oh, since they had been denied the warrant by the FISA court the first time, now they come in, see Don Trump Jr.'s meeting with these questionable Russians that Lynch approved, of course. And then you've got this dossier. This is too much. I think they use both, but we got to see. We need the answers to know.
Congressman, I'm amazed by that because I got to tell you, you know, this thing was floating out there. Journalists had seen it, organizations had seen it, and nobody published it until, well, BuzzFeed, if you can call them a journalist organization, decided to, because they knew it was tainted. They knew it read like a piece of fiction if you read the whole thing. Yeah. And so any credible person would look at that and say, well, I got to take this one with a grain of salt. But not our FBI. I mean, and again, we don't know that they did that, but I think that's the question.
We do know some things that support it, though, like you have a member of the Justice Department that's meeting with Steele that did the Russian dossier. I mean, holy cow, how deep is this? This is much deeper than anything Deep Throat would have ever thought about.
Well, I mean, so the Russians could have played us in this. Well, I mean, they could have fed Christopher Steele all of that information, which then caused our law enforcement to open this investigation. I mean, it's wild. And again, none of this is proven out, but I understand why you're asking these questions.
Well, it's really outrageous that we just never expected that the Justice Department would participate with a political party's campaign. We know that much has gone on. They did work with the Fusion GPS, and isn't it the truth? It was a fusion of the Russian information, false as it was, with the Democratic Party, with the Justice Department. They did fuse all these things together. So Fusion GPS's name is appropriate, but we've got to get answers. And I think at this time, even though he's recused on some of the stuff, he can still, the AG can still come in and say, I don't care what the answers are. Get them to Congress now.
Yeah.
Get them out there now. I don't care if it embarrasses you. Get them out there now, or you're out the door quicker than the messages are.
All right. Well, lots of interesting things to come, I would
imagine.
We
need to get them.
Good to see you.
It's so good to see you, Trish.
Good to have you here in person.
Great to be with you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right.